So in this video I will show you how to pick up and cast on stitches for the foot of your Sarah's striped slippers. So this is where you've just cast off, and you should have this rectangle looking piece, and this is where you cast it on at the beginning. Lay your work flat down with the right side facing up, that's this side, and make sure that the cast off edge is at the top. Now we're going to pick up stitches starting at the bottom right corner, right here. And then we'll continue up along this edge, picking up however many stitches the pattern calls for in your size. You'll be picking up approximately every other stitch, but you can have a look and see where you'd like to pick up your stitches before you start if you'd like. And you can use these little knots as a guide to help you pick up an even amount of stitches, or you can just use the stripes, for example 2 stitches in each stripe if you're picking up 6 stitches. So first stitch is at the bottom right corner, so I'm just going to stick my needle through the bottom right corner and then get my yarn to make the first stitch like this. And then that's 1 stitch picked up. And then we're just going to continue picking up the stitches along this right edge. You can just ignore those little ends, or you can weave them in if you find them annoying. I'm just gonna leave them for now. So that's 2 stitches done. I'm gonna do my next stitch in the red line, and another one in the red line, and then 2 more in the pink, as I have 6 stitches. You might have a different number in your size, so you just pick up however many the pattern calls for in your size. And for the last stitch, there's nothing special. You just pick it up as you would with the other, and then we're ready for the next part. This is what it should look like after you've picked up the stitches along the right edge. Now we're going to cast on our stitches that we need for the front using the backward loop method. Hold your yarn on your thumb and your index finger and make a simple loop that you place on your needle. Repeat this step for however many stitches you need to cast on. And now we're going to pick up stitches along the left side, just as we done with the right side. So you start at the top and then you just pick up stitches along the left side. So we'll start by picking up the first stitch at the top left corner, and then continue down along the edge. But first let me just show you what the work should look like. You make sure there's no twists or that you've accidentally picked it up from the wrong side. And then you just continue picking up your stitches. And again, you can use the little knots as guidelines or the stripes to help make it even. And the last stitch, and we're done. Now you have all the stitches you'll be needing for the next part, where you'll be knitting the top of the foot. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.